Hey, what's up, Bossman? Welcome back to the channel. A lot of you said that my formation video didn't include tactics. Well, you were right. Damn right. So, in this video, I'm just going to quickly break down the UFL tactics screen exactly as you see it, what each setting does, and how to use it with your formation. Now, I'm going to be concentrating on the three formations that I already recommended. So, no theory, no guessing, just what works. Let's dive right in. Defensive style first. I like to put this on balanced. Defensive style in UFL is not aggressive by default, and that is a good thing. I mean, unless you want to double press all the time. Now, for beginners, I would advise you do not try to force pressing. Don't do it. You're just going to leave holes behind your defense, and any good player can play around the players you're pressing with and just, true ball in, especially up trues. If you press with two, three players, one up true ball and you're exposed. The striker is in. UFL punishes over aggression, so don't be over aggressive. Uh, Balanced defending keeps your team compact and stops cheap goals. That's all I'm trying to explain. Now, depth of defense, depth controls how high or deep your backline sits. That's just it in plain English. Too high, and you can get caught with over the top balls, like I just explained, the high true balls, up true balls. If you're too deep, you invite pressure. Meaning, if you're sitting back too much, you invite pressure on your defense, and people can take long shots from outside your box. So, what I would advise is just keeping it at 4 or 5. I like to keep it at 4 so that there's no space in behind my defense, and I can also defend with the midfielders. All right, width of defense. This controls how compact your team is when defending. Wide defending leaves gaps in the middle, and narrow defending protects your center backs more. Now, if you ask me what I prefer, I'll prefer to protect my center backs more. So, narrow defending is better. That's by recommendation. Most players keep this slightly narrow, to be honest, because it's better for your opponents to have the ball out wide and try to, try to cut in than you give them space on the inside in between your defenders, and they can easily work their way into your box. So force the opponents outside instead of forcing them into the middle. UFL rewards good positioning over aggressive tackles. So for this, width, I will keep it somewhere around here or here. It's just this is balanced. This is more narrow. So don't ever max it out, please. Your defense will be so wide and people will play through balls in between you. This is good. This is even, yeah, this is good. This is better. Next is attack. Attacking style, I always leave it unbalanced. Balance does not mean boring. It just means your players move naturally instead of forcing runs that are not there. UFL attacking is about timing, not spamming runs. The setting keeps your shape and gives you passing options. Now, if you leave it, the options are possession, fast attack, long pass. Long pass used to be good back in the day when you could run in behind the defense easily, but now it doesn't work that much anymore. You any little thing you're offside, your striker will be offside. So possession base is also good, but it means your players will make the runs in behind the defense as often as they should. So my best option here and my recommendation is to keep it on balanced. Next is players in the box. This slider controls how many players attack when you're in the final third. How many of your players get in the box, your midfielders and your wingers and all of that. Maxing this out is a beginner mistake. Do not do it. Too many players in the box means no passing options around the box, and it also means no one to win the ball back when you lose it if you lose it in the box. Just keep this. My recommendation: keep it slightly above middle. This is good. This is better. This means you will have players a lot of enough options in the box, but you still have enough support outside in case you get countered. So you have enough support to score, but also enough to not get countered outside the box. Remember that UFL rewards patience. So patience. And finally, width of attack. This controls how spread your team is when attacking. Just the same with width of defense. This is a width of attack. Narrow attack helps quick passing. For this formation for 4-1-2-1-2, narrow attack is better. Now, wide attack stretches defenders. So you have your wide wingers going wide to stretch the defensive play of the opponent. Simple rule for me with this particular setting. If you play 4-1-2-1-2, keep this narrow. If you play 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, keep it slightly wider so that your wingers can go out wide to stretch the defense. Let the formation and the tactics work together, not against each other. So for me, I play 4-1-2-1-2 more often than not, so I keep it narrow. But if you play, keep it, like to keep it around here. But if you play 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, this probably should be your best bet around here, 7 or 6 bars. So for me, 4-1-2-1-2, I keep it here. That's just halfway true. So 4-1-2-1-2. In fact, in summary, 4-1-2-1-2, narrow width, medium players in the box, balanced everything. Try to play through the middle. That's what the formation supports. 4-3-3, wider attack, balanced defense, medium depth. Stretch the pitch first, then you attack. Now, 4-4-2, medium width, compact defense, disciplined shape. Simple passes, solid structure. That's your way to go. Common mistakes you should not make. Do not max out sliders. High depth with no defensive discipline, wide defense with narrow formations. Don't do that. If you have a wide formation, play with wider tactics. If you have narrow formation, play with narrower tactics. If the game feels chaotic, that means your tactics are fighting your shape. Tactics do not need to be complicated. Balance settings win games in UFL. Use structure, use patience. Remember, my beginner playlist is linked. Watch all the videos. That's it. Remember to smash the notification button, subscribe, like, share the videos if you want me to keep making them, if you like them, and learn how to play like a boss man. Be the boss man. Boss man talking to you. Cheers.